This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. They are not experts in love, science, or common sense, but they are professionals in talking shit. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. You're probably wondering, who the frick am I? And my name is Mia, and I'm your special guest
host for today.
Alongside her mother,
me. That's my offspring. I'm JoJo.
and her twin, Mima.
Her adopted mother. Second mom.
So yeah, Juan didn't just magically grow hair. It is somebody filling into his place.
But I'm still here.
Oh my God, where did that disembodied voice come from?
God, is that you?
No.
Is that the one and only up there? So Mia, you brought up an interesting topic earlier today. Yeah. From guys, just a heads up, this episode is going to be very Gen Z, which is where I fall into anyway. So very on brand.
Mima is a Gen Z chameleon. You would have never thought.
For me, I'm 20, not 30.
You would have never thought she was a millennial.
But in your opinion, in Gen Z's eyes, would you say that monogamy is still a goal for you guys, or are you kind of just like, fuck it?
I don't know where everybody else stands, but me personally, I feel like monogamy is important for me because I don't really like all that like polyamorous weird stuff. Like, I don't know how I'd feel like bouncing between two different people at the same. I don't do that. Even like if I'm talking to somebody, I don't talk to two people at once because it's not, you know.
What have you witnessed in your high school career?
Let me think.
We'll get back to her on that one.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're on to commercials.
This show is being sponsored by...
I think from what I have observed from, which is not much, but I mean, I'm also 20, so, you know.
15 years ago.
I kind of feel like there's some of you guys that want true love, like the one-on-one monogamous relationship, but there's some of you guys that are realizing like those are like societal rules, and I can love more than just one person, and it'd be okay as long as everybody's on board. But I feel like Gen Z is kind of just like hookup culture, though. Like
that's the new definition of a hoe.
They are just going around slanging it.
I don't know, because according to something that I read, I wish I can, freaking, what's that called when you
cite
annotate?
it?
I wish I could cite it. But they were saying that supposedly Gen Z is a generation that's a little, I feel like it's like half and half, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of like the same with our generation. Half of them are having sex later. They're actually not having sex as early as our generation did. For some reason, they're just, it's not a focus for some, like half of them.
Yeah.
And even the same thing with like alcohol, that like, I know we mentioned it before in another podcast, but I think that goes hand in hand with like the whole monogamy thing, because if they're not having sex, then I would say they would be a little closer to either monogamous or maybe even asexual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely more like popular thing now.
Yeah.
Or just what you feel like. I don't know. Like, sex is not up at the top of the priority list.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sex blurs things for young people, where it makes you think like you have a deeper connection with someone when in reality you don't.
Yeah.
It's just all physical.
Yeah.
I mean, the act of sex is connecting, so I can
quite
see why people feel like that.
literally, you are connecting.
Don't forget that your daughter is in the room.
I definitely don't
Thanks,
judge
Jesus.
people that want to be polyamorous, though, because what works for you. It doesn't work for me. That doesn't mean that it's wrong. You know, like you have capacity for more than two people in your life. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
And everybody's on board with it. I did watch a show, which is produced, but whatever. I did watch a show about polyamorous couples, and it's like there's always the main one, though. So it's like, how do you incorporate all of your ladies into your future with your main girl. Like, y'all gonna live in the same house. I don't know. I feel like down the line it gets tricky. In the moment it's very easy, but I feel like down the line you're like, what's the long term?
Well, I've seen like some polyamorous couples being married and stuff, and like sharing,
like sister wives and shit.
Kids.
They all live in a house.
They'll actually, the guy will get both of them pregnant, and then they'll both be pregnant at the same time, and then they'll all have
be a family,
collective, two moms and one dad. It's kind of weird though.
It's almost like community. It's like living in community where all the adults are having sex with each other.
Isn't it like back in the day, like kings used to have multiple wives and
yes,
just all live in the same castle?
And it's like a commune, like a hippie commune, and then it quickly turned into a cult.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, I don't know. I think, you know what it is? I think one of the flaws that humans have is this, the need of hierarchy. And I think that's where the possibility of, you know, having the main wife comes up, and then like the other wife feels some kind of way about it, and then the other one doesn't get as much attention, because how much attention can one man give to three women?
Everybody wants to be the main one, but how are you the main one if there's multiple?
Bro, exactly. Your nervous system can't handle all of that. You physically can't handle all of that.
Unless you're literally okay with, you know, the being a little detached to a certain sense. Like, there's no attachment on this person. You're just enjoying your time with him.
Right.
And then when he enjoys his time with somebody else, you go enjoy your time with somebody else.
Right.
And then when you guys have time, you guys come back together and enjoy time together. Like, if it works for you, it works for you.
And obviously all of this is speculation. We don't really know. It's just, I figure, you know, we figured, like, I guess, like you said, there has to be some kind of detachment where you're just, you understand nobody
ownership.
Exactly. You understand that you don't own anyone, and that you're just there. And if it ends, it ends. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just go with I think you have to go in with that attitude.
They definitely don't have the, like, normal guidelines of society. Like, they just kind of come up with their own terms. Like, whatever works for the situation that we're in is the rules, and that's it.
Yeah.
So do you think your generation is going for that kind of style, or
like doing things their own way? Which I think they are.
No, I think we definitely are. I think we're just definitely leaning into like monogamy, like, for sure. Yeah. Because there's just, with that, there's like a bunch of like toxic relationships, and like, oh, you can't even have friends. Like, monogamy is like really important. So as opposed to before.
You're right, because don't your friends know their boyfriend's location at all times, and they're constantly checking their location?
Yep.
And like
that's called stalking.
They have access to everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, people used to have to do like staking out in their car, follow people around. Now people just know it, like, with no work, no sweat. Just what's he doing? Oh, he's at the grocery store.
Wait, did you say like going out in the car and searching for them?
Yeah. That's how people used to.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, you didn't have Find My iPhone or whatever.
Yeah, like, I didn't do
Find
it.
My bitch.
But I know my older friends. She used to get in her car with her girlfriends, and they used to drive by her boyfriend's house when he wouldn't answer his Nextel. Yeah. That's how long ago it was.
I still know people that. It's crazy
chirp,
as
chirp.
hell, bro. Be in the car with their kids, stalking a man overnight.
Overnight. She was on a stakeout with the kids.
Overnight. Like, I was like, that's taking it too far. You don't even care about your children at that point.
No, you don't. Especially if it's inclement weather.
But yeah, they definitely don't have.
Kids were like,
Find My phone.
Mommy, why are you?
She was doing it the old school way. Yeah, bro, insane.
Aren't you glad I wasn't a crazy mom like that?
Yeah.
Hey, Mia, what would you do if your mom was waiting outside of some guy's house with you in the back seat?
What would I do?
Yeah.
She can't do shit. She's stuck.
I would tell her, get the hell up. Why are we sitting in this car for? Like, no, I would ask her, but at my age now? Or when I was little?
No.
Oh, now? Yeah.
Slap her, right?
Nah, me and mom have been stalking before, Loki, you know?
Who did we stalk?
No, Mom, you remember we went to the house?
Tell us a story. Come on.
We went to the house and we looked in the mailbox.
Oh yeah.
That's a federal crime.
No,
You gotta take that out.
No.
That's really what you said.
No, we're leaving that in.
and then we found out the people like were dead. Like it wasn't even that big of a deal.
Allegedly. All of this is allegedly.
Nobody had any
No.
involvement in that.
No, that was funny. That
was funny.
that was a funny little mission, but
It was funny.
It wasn't that deep.
No, it wasn't that deep.
That's all. That also goes back to bring back shame,
Oh yeah.
which we say almost every other episode. Bring back shame. Like
Honestly, that should be our fucking logo.
For real.
That's our mantra. Bring back shame. Because if you brought back shame, a lot of people would stop doing the shit that they're doing.
I shame people at work all the time. Like I work at
tell
so
people
if
where
somebody
you
talks to me,
work.
if somebody talks to me crazy, I'm looking at them like, you should be disappointed in the way you're talking to me right now, because I'm the one that's giving you your order out in the rain and you're not even thanking me.
you don't know who my mom is. We will show up at your house.
No, seriously. Some customers are lucky that her store isn't right around the corner for me. Even though I have to let her fight her own battles, but still.
Hey, Mia, with your generation, is there pressure to look rich while being broke?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know. I would see kids at my school who definitely weren't like money makers and their parents weren't, but they would always make an effort to like show what shoes they had on, or like tell everybody that they had the brand new like jewelry, Pandora, which Pandora, by the way, is not real jewelry. It's like tarnishes really easily. Okay.
She
yeah,
knows.
I'm
She
running.
used to
I'm
work
like-
there.
No, I used to work everywhere. I feel like Trish from Austin and Ally. Yeah, no, I just, yeah. I'll piggyback off. 'Cause
No,
don't know what
I
to say.
think that's a thing with all generations, honestly, but especially in the 20th century.
I literally forgot the topic we were talking about.
We was like, yeah, what were we talking
It
about?
was,
Oh,
like,
the pressure to look rich while
yeah.
being broke. Okay.
Yeah, our generation did the same thing.
Yeah.
The Jordans,
They're
the
still doing it.
the
I think most
jerseys.
people go through that phase when you're in school. It's like it's
your
school, bro. It's
right.
school. where
Your
there's
attire is what.
There's competitions. People are judging you based off of what you look like. There's politics in school. Like, I feel like you eventually grow out of that though. Where you're just like, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I like. It has nothing to do with any kind of validation. Like, that's it.
well, in high school, I never felt the need that I needed to impress anybody or like show, like I always had different colored hair. I always wore different things. Like, I never really, like, I got into Jordans for a little bit and then now I don't really care that much about them.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna be a sneakerhead for life. Now I'm just like, I want to wear heels.
Nah, but a lot of people are really doing their own thing in like my generation. Like they're walking around high school and they're wearing tails,
tails.
and cat ears.
Wait, hold on. But they're wearing tails?
Yeah, like tails.
Like you got a bunch of furries in
Yeah,
your
like a
school,
clip-on
basically.
tail. Yeah. Yeah, there's people, like a bunch of people that used to go to my school that would do
That's
that.
not monogamy. That's a fantasy world.
That's
They definitely go to the back of Spencer's and look at the monster. We did that another day.
She went to Spencer's
What, the
the other
monster
day.
dildo in the back of the, back of
Yeah.
the store?
They're all different colors, like shaped so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Mother is feeling awkward right now.
Nah, she told me the other day.
You should just edit some blush shot to JoJo.
Oh, not the sink.
We all said at the same time. Another satisfying, filling moment.
I do still think that social media has made it worse though with the whole branding shit, because there's literally lines at fucking Louis Vuitton, broke ass people to buy a $600 belt.
But
For
you,
what?
and you know what's crazy is the
what?
material that the things are being made out of.
It's in the
When you,
same
it's like
fabric. It's the
same
100%
warehouse, yeah.
polyester.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you mean we're paying $600 for something that's made out of 100%
Right.
polyester?
Literally.
That's crazy.
No, actually, there's fucking sweaters that cost $400. 100% polyester. It's just a tag on it. So you're selling me plastic with your tag on it. No thanks. The
It's
sweater.
reminding me of all the people that were like falling for buying the AI polyester sweaters. They're like, they all have like different prints on them of like a wolf or like crazy AI prints, and then they would like buy them and give them to their kids, and the kids would be like, what the hell is this? And
When
then-
did that happen?
I don't know. It's something on TikTok.
Something on TikTok?
Yeah, you guys are clocked in on TikTok as I am.
No, I'm
so it
definitely
was just yeah.
But let's talk about something that goes hand in hand, I feel like, with looking rich and being broke. Do you feel like aesthetic now has replaced like personality? And I'm gonna go first because I think it has. I think some women now think that you just have to look pretty and that's it.
And men.
Yeah.
And men.
And
Ugh,
men.
Ugh,
There's,
stop, because I don't even
there's
talk
men
about
out here that want to look pretty too.
Yeah,
Yes.
like concealing their hairline,
that. Like,
and their eyebrows.
and I hate to say this, but like, yes, men and women are the prize. Like, I'm not saying that men are not the prize, but women are the ones that are supposed to be like, I'm not gonna say sitting pretty, but you're supposed to be the known, like the pretty one, right? Like, men want to be like,
They want princess treatment.
they want to be like fucking,
Or
what's this guy's name from Shrek? The pretty blonde one?
The
Charming?
prince.
Yeah, the fucking whatever.
What was his name?
I almost
I know who you're talking
positive
about.
He has a name. I forgot.
It wasn't Prince Charming. Who was it? Tech guy. Oh damn. My tea
Prince
bag.
Charming.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, Prince Charming, but the Shrek version, because Prince Charming is nothing like him in real life. It's almost like they feel like they're the prize because they're good looking, and you just gotta be swaggy. Okay, are your fucking clothes gonna make me feel good? Like,
How are your morals? What are your values
Right.
like? Like what are
can you read?
Can you read? No, it's not. It definitely, I think people, and I, again, like bringing up social media, I think social media has a lot to do with the whole aesthetics
Yeah.
thing.
Everything
Over
is a brand.
Right. Everything is a brand. Everything. It's right now, I feel like there's two extremes on social media. It's either super authentic or super inauthentic, and everything is like, what's the word? I'm staged.
Yeah.
And it has to look perfect.
Yeah.
It has to this, it has to that. But the real world isn't perfect.
Right. And I understand because I feel like there's a difference between like being like creative and artsy. Like if
Yes.
you're like specifically like curating a theme for your profile, then I get it. And especially if you are like, I guess like an influencer, it is technically your brand. You are making money off of that. But it's also like, don't curate stuff that's real, not just
stuff that you
artificial
think other
shit
people
for
wanna
the
see.
gram, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like,
Yeah. What were you saying, Mia?
No, curious stuff that just I don't even know. Yeah, no, I lost my thought.
Yeah.
You said for yourself, not just for the gram.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Because I think that's really what's more important. Because okay, what if you do like really aesthetic things,
Right.
you know, but it's for yourself.
Yeah.
It's something that you like.
But I mean, to say like real aesthetic-y things, like everybody has an aesthetic, right?
Right,
Like, there's-
everybody
I mean,
has their own.
everything is an aesthetic.
Right.
So like Mia has her aesthetic, Mima has hers, JoJo.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
in my clean
Right.
girl era right now.
So she showers every day.
About time.
No, your clean girl era. Explain that.
Oh, that's it.
Did you clean your room
Yeah.
finally?
No. What do you mean? My room stays like mid clean.
6, 7.
What is mid clean?
Like mid clean. Like Not clean to my mom's standards, but clean to my standards.
Which
And that's
is
all that
not
matters.
I just feel like
No,
I feel
no.
so good when my room is clean.
Me
clean.
too.
Like
That's what I try to explain.
It makes
to
no
her.
difference to me.
That's a lie.
No, it really doesn't.
that's crazy because my 12-year-old son walks into his room. I got him new sheets that are lighter, so his room looks lighter. He's like, "Wow, it really does make a difference."
Mia,
He's
you
like,
said it
"Thank
makes.
you."
Mia, you said it makes no difference to you.
Barely.
See, there you go. That's why the room's
Yeah,
not
but
clean.
no, but like it's never insane. Not anymore.
Because you keep it mid.
Everybody's standards are different. Mia, I don't know what your insane is. I've seen
No.
insane, and they don't think it's insane. So I think that is subjective. Is that the right word, Juan?
if I could see my floor, I don't think it's insane.
No, actually, I
Wow.
think the right word is.
Hold on. She said, if I can see my floor, I don't think it's insane.
Seriously, because I've seen insane on TikTok, like insane, like clothes you can't even see the floor.
How do you
Yeah,
think
but
it
you
gets
can't.
there,
You
though?
cannot compare yourself to
But-
that. You can't set your bar that low
No,
of
that's
cleanliness.
not just that low. That
is
fine.
low.
No, but if I can see my floor and there's nothing like cluttering the walking area that I'm walking in, I don't think
know.
it's that big.
I don't know.
Like, it's not that deep.
So what if you
I
have
don't know
a
what we're
pound of
talking
dust
about
everywhere?
with mess. I need
Okay.
like an actual photo reference to see, because if it's like a few clothes in the corner, okay. If it's like two shoes that are out of place, like I'm talking about food, drinks, fucking
No, I don't
old
have that in
old
mind.
soda,
No, I don't-
dust,
I
Hair
think
products
it's not-
on your vanity.
floor-
But I
sticky.
don't keep hair products in my vanity. I keep it on
Makeup.
in my makeup bag.
I'm talking about makeup, like on your vanity,
Yeah.
like stuff like
No, all
surfaces
I really
have
need
to be
do,
clean for
all
me.
I really need to do is clean my surfaces, really, and dust. But I really hate dusting because I don't see a point.
So are you?
She doesn't see the point.
So you just want to clean your surfaces. That's great.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Do you wash your feet when you shower?
yeah.
Okay.
I wash in between the toes too.
and in my belly button.
Sometimes I forget. I forget it's even there. No, but I'll go in with like a alcohol
Q-tip.
wipe and then like go in and
clean it.
Ew,
Yeah,
belly
rub
button
it.
smelling like earring backs.
bro.
So,
I never sniffed the inside of my belly button.
well, you don't have a deep
I
belly
can't
button.
reach down there, so
Whoa, this isn't rated R show. Mia, put your shirt down. Leave that to your mother.
Oh, thanks. So stupid.
but yeah, people, you still need to have a personality on top of looking good and dressing good and smelling good. You need
The
to
pro-
have some substance. You
The-
can't
the-
just be sitting there at dinner like,
So the thing with that too is not even like, oh, some people pin their whole personality, like you said, like to the aesthetic, right? And it's almost like, so you're telling me that this has to be your aesthetic regardless of what, this is who you are, this is how you're dressed.
Right.
A regular dinner, you know, you go to the movies, whatever, you just constantly look the same almost.
Which you know, to piggyback off of that, I feel like as humans we're always looking for labels, and we're always trying to box ourselves into one specific thing, which is why I think that sometimes people have a hard time when they're outgrowing certain stages in their life and they don't have the same aesthetic, and it's almost like, well, I'm grieving that aesthetic. Like I don't, that doesn't connect with me anymore. And it's like, and that's why for me, clothes, one day I look like I'm a hippie, another day I'm in sportswear, another day I'm in like business casual. Like I haven't always boxed myself to one aesthetic because I just feel like I personally don't want to.
yeah.
Like it all depends on how I feel and how I like how I want to rock something. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, we don't have to fucking box ourselves to one aesthetic.
Yeah, unless you're buying home furniture, then you're fucked.
Yeah. And you're poor.
Because I want to change everything in my fucking apartment like every 3 months, but I wish it was just like, I don't know if you guys saw the nails that change colors. They're like this.
Yes, I did see them.
I wish it was like I could change like
the
my
color of the couch.
Yeah, like
with a remote.
or even just change like the style of my couch with like a click.
Well, you could always
Well,
pretend
those
that
are
your couch is.
cool. there's really cool couches called teddy couches, and you change the shape. Like, you could change the shape. We give bars, and it's just the cushions, and they also give different colored covers, and you just change the shape of the couch. Make it like a love seat, or you make it like almost like a bed. It's pretty cool.
Build your own couch.
Like
That's pretty
a
cool.
modular couch, right? Like you can kind of just make a L, make a T, make a X.
They're expensive.
Make a box, make a triangle.
Or in your head, if your couch is gray, you can say that your couch is blue. It doesn't matter what other people see. You're identifying your couch as blue.
That's called a mental disability. I have a question, or this is a question that was sent. Are you outgrowing people or avoiding accountability?
I'm for sure outgrowing people.
I think it could be both. Depending
How?
on who you're talking to. Because some people leave people because they challenge them, and then some people genuinely outgrow them.
Ah, yes, you're right. I didn't see it that way.
So, I mean, it depends on the person, I feel like.
What about you? What do you think?
No, I definitely agree that it's both.
Yeah.
It's both. Yeah, like, people could, like, leave one another, and it'll just be like, because you're challenging me too much, you're on top of me too much to be a better person, and I'm just not ready for that.
So they're avoiding accountability.
Yeah.
So it could be that, or it could be like genuinely we have nothing in common in this connection anymore.
Yeah.
Like, which, you know, I'm also thinking like, what do you outgrow of a person? Because you don't have to have things in common in order to have a connection, right? Like, obviously that makes the connection a bit stronger.
So and you know, it's interesting that you say that, because it's funny because how
We know.
it's funny how the universe works, because things are always so connected. I was reading something about that, about how damn, hold on, let me rack my brains because I lost it for a second. How you do need something other than just having something in common with people. Like, there needs to be a depth. Like, you do have to have
Just like a mutual respect of our differences, kind of, right?
yes and no. Yes, obviously there's certain things that are subjective, that are differences subjective, like our style, the way we dress. But I think when it comes to core values and beliefs, I think they have to align closely together. You know what I'm trying to say?
So I feel like that, and then I feel the opposite.
ASMR over here. So I'll tell you why I feel that way, right? So if your core if your core values or beliefs don't meet at some point, we're going to have issues, because as friends, because if you don't value your health, if you don't value your life, if you're someone that's always out drinking and doing drugs, I don't care what anybody says, that means that you don't really value your health or your life. Our values aren't aligning, because I'm not going to want to do what you do. I'm not going to want to hang out and do the same things that you want to do. Eventually, at first, yeah, we can go here. But after a while, when people don't align, I think there will be a time where you outgrow each other. You butt heads. Like, if you are in a friendship that the other person doesn't want to grow, whether it's emotionally, whether it's financially, and they don't want to grow in any kind of way, you guys aren't going to be aligned anymore. There's going to be whether we want to admit it or not, there's going to be a misalignment, and you're just going to keep growing. And either that person is going to be inspired by you, or that person is going to start feeling inferior to you or feel some kind of resentment towards you, because you just keep growing.
Yeah.
People have to grow together. You know what I mean? That's why they say birds of a feather flock together. And I think it's more on core values and core beliefs.
Yeah. So I definitely think that certain things do need to align, not 100%.
No, of course not.
Obviously, nothing is perfect. But I like teeter the line of what you just said, where if things aren't aligned, you may not, like, what you explained for me was outgrowing the person. Like, you're out here dwelling, that just doesn't align with where I am in my life. But then part of me is also just like, where you are in your life has nothing to do with me and our connection. So I feel like I kind of teeter that line, like just letting them take their journey that doesn't, and not let it take away from the connection. Obviously, we won't be fucking going to get drinks at the bar very often, you know, like I might have to take a step back, but I don't think that we fully have to agree with someone's life in order to still have a connection with them. Just because I feel like people are so different, right? Like, we all grew up very differently. Like, I don't think that we need to... I lost my thought already.
You don't think that we should have the same values or beliefs in order for you to connect?
I feel like to a certain extent, yes. Like, we need to have what are some what I would consider common sense, even though it's not common sense. Like respect, honesty,
but those are
authenticity.
Those
right?
are values,
like, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like authenticity itself is you're you and not me, and let's respect each other for being that, and just have that connection for what it is. You know.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I feel like
I kind of just feel like it's just like 50-50 for me. That's all.
Yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent, but like I think there's two things that are being mixed here with that, with like what you're saying and what I'm saying. I feel like it's deep. What I'm talking about is deeper. I think what you're talking about is a little bit more on the surface level of I don't know. I just feel like if you have different values and morals, I can't have a deep relationship with you. It's going to be very surface level. It's going to be we hang out when we hang out, and you're going to be categorized as a friend that it's like I show up for your dinner parties, for your birthday, but you're not a friend that I'm going to be calling every day.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I said. Like, you still have the connection, but it's not as maybe further along as some of your other friends, because people play certain roles in your life. Like, it's not like every friend that you have is 100% the same as you, thinks the same as you. Like, I don't know.
No, I get it. I understand what you're saying,
I don't
but
have friends, so I can't really speak in this conversation.
But
Like,
why don't you have friends?
Because making friends is really, really hard, because I can't be friends with people that I don't align with, like, completely. Like,
Yeah.
I like to think my friends are a reflection of who I am. So if they're not a reflection of me, like, at all, and they're not able to mirror, like, different kind of issues to me or anything, like, issues that I see in myself that I see in them is a reflection of how I feel about myself. So, like, I just don't like having friends just to have them, just to be able to go out with people, just to be able to, you know, to have somebody by my side, because for me that's not really an authentic connection. Just to have that person in the back of my head to invite them to my birthday party or to my wedding, I just don't see that as authentic to me. So
Yeah.
So you don't feel the need for surface level connections.
yeah, like friends that, oh, like, I'm gonna invite them to my birthday party just so I have an extra head there, just so it looks like I have more friends than I really do. Like, I don't want that kind of person there. Because what does that make me look like?
Yeah.
You know?
What if it's, because I feel like the example let's just bring this example. Like, what if it was your childhood best friend that you guys just are different, right? Like,
Yeah.
but it's like you still have some kind of connection, even though you guys don't align 100% where you guys are.
Honestly, it depends on, like, how much we hang out, to be honest with you, because if we don't align, like, there's, like, if we talk all the time and they're giving me advice, like, I don't want to hear advice from somebody that's doing worse than me and not following their own advice.
Yeah.
Because then, like, their advice is probably not that great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And
I mean, I definitely don't want advice from fucking anybody who
the fat trainer at the
hasn't
gym.
been to where I want to go, you know, like,
Right.
I actually don't even want advice anymore. I'm at the place in my life where I just kind of want to listen to my own advice and just follow what the fuck I think I want to do.
And that's what we all should be doing to a certain extent. we should all be going inward first before we go out, because half of the time what your intuition tells you, what your gut tells you, and what your heart tells you, it's really what we should be going with. But obviously we always question ourselves because we were afraid of the unknown. So we always outsource it and talk to someone else. But like you said, I wouldn't, if I'm going to outsource, I'm not going to outsource to somebody that their life is a hot mess.
Yeah.
I'm
Honestly,
not doing that.
Sometimes I'm okay with sitting in my curiosity and sitting in my question instead of asking somebody else about it.
Right.
Just because sometimes I think I need to hear myself
From your experience.
From my experience and from my own opinion instead of hearing it from somebody else.
Yeah.
That's why TikTok's going on TikTok and, this is what you should do. This is what you should do to be healthy. This, that, and the third, right? I feel like you take that in, it's too much. It's too much all at once.
Yeah.
To hear from somebody else and then to have your own opinion and contradict, because I feel like at my age, it's I'm very impressionable on older people's opinions, other people's opinions, and I take that really deep into accountability, but I'm never really seeking into myself on what I want, what I really want,
Especially with things you see on social media are so generalized. Somebody could be like, yeah, drink celery juice, but you can have other deficiencies that are wrong with you that the celery juice is not going to help, so I feel like it's very kind of very hard to filter out what to listen to. But that's why it's really good that you're kind of just I'm going to listen to my motherfucking self.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then to tap into what you said about the best friend thing, that's happened to me before, where I've known the person since, I was young, and I always have love for that person. Right. But I
think that's what I was saying, because the word love was coming into my head. It's not about the connect. Well, it is about the connection, but
I would never take the love away.
Dies, right?
No, it doesn't.
Love never dies.
They can call me tomorrow and be like, "Hey, I need a ride here. Hey, can you help me out with this?"
Right.
I'll always be there. Obviously,
not always.
No, but as long as the person hasn't done anything to me that was detrimental to our relationship, that's completely separate. But there are instances where, I did outgrow the individual, and I'll always still have love for them. But you can feel when you outgrow someone, because even when you guys hang out, there's a feeling of misalignment. Even in conversations, it's something that you can't really ignore it. You know what I mean? As long as as much as you want to ignore it, because you're like, damn, this is the friend that I've had my entire life. But sometimes people are meant to walk with you on your path for a season, and then they might veer off, and you never know. Maybe in another 5-10 years, they'll come back on your path. And me and Juan is a perfect example, because we weren't hanging out for years, but it didn't mean whenever he called me
the connection
about
was still
anything, it was still there.
She's used to sit in my driveway and check my mail.
It was just he was out with you guys clubbing, dancing, and doing stuff like that, and I wasn't single, I was home, so he really didn't invite me to go out anywhere, even though I still resent that to this day, because who doesn't like dancing once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But
first of all,
girl, hold on, wait, hold on.
The club that he used to go to, I'm assuming it was with the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even to the music.
No,
that
I was kidding.
I was gonna say,
I didn't go with him to any club either.
I was going out to Hub
at the backyard.
I know. I was joking, but what I'm saying is, you never know. At that moment, we weren't aligned, and then we came back to each other.
Got enough on there. It's like her third time.
So this lip gloss. Pause. Lip gloss. Pause.
She's like, I'm bored. Let's put another layer on.
Layer number 7.
I'm laughing. Everybody's laughing, and I'm not laughing, so I put on lip gloss.
This question came in from one of our viewers through text message, and the question is, what are some core principles you have that you'll never give up or change?
Ooh.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
I'll
talking
go
about
first.
core beliefs.
I'll go first.
I actually wrote this down, viewer, and I wrote it in my notes because I thought that was a great question. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Mia.
No, Mom, you go first.
No, you
Okay.
go first. You
Okay.
already said you were going first.
Yeah, you already said you were going first.
Okay, fine. This is like a really big one, but I don't believe in I don't believe in like somebody being authority just because they said so. Like, I don't believe in your boss disrespecting you just because they're your boss.
So you like fairness.
Yeah, I like fairness, but I also don't believe in
Treating people like
respect your
humans?
elders. I believe that respect is earned and not automatic. It's earned through your actions towards other people, and it's not just because of your title. Like, I always thought respect your elders was really obnoxious because old people are really rude, and they're very rude. And working in customer service, I know this a lot. They're just rude and disrespectful, and they're entitled because they're old. And of course, you know, they're old and they're sad, whatever.
Another satisfying judgy moment.
Another satisfying ageist moment.
I just like, I don't think I automatically give you respect just because of your age or your title. I just don't believe in that. And that's something that I will always hold over myself, and I won't let a boss talk to me any kind of way. Like, there has been times where the boss underneath my boss will go to my boss and say, oh, Mia had a attitude when she responded to me about this. And my boss would come up to me and I would be like, well, it was deserved. But that's because she was talking to me crazy. I'm not going to let anybody talk to me crazy. That's just not something I'm going to do. We don't let anybody disrespect you just because they're higher level than you, or kiss anybody's ass. I don't do that either. Kiss anybody's ass. If there's at any point in my career, in my future career, that I have to kiss anybody's ass to get to a higher level, I'm not going to do that because that's not within my moral compass.
That's my goddaughter.
Very Gen Z. They're like,
That's my baby. I raised her.
I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do.
Or even like customers will treat you crazy because you work at, and like people
have a sense of entitlement.
People have like in their argument, if I can't price adjust something for them, if I need to reject their return, they'll be like, oh, well,
You a little ass girl. That's why.
You work out. You barely make any money. I'm like, girl, I'm 18.
Yeah, but
like,
you know that's also projection.
no,
Yeah.
definitely projection. Like,
it's not like it's like personal. They're just,
no,
Didn't some lady tell you, like, I literally make more money than you?
yeah.
Bitch.
hey bitch,
Look
So
at
take this loss
her.
and take this toaster back home with you.
Right.
Look at her. She's a child. I hope your 40-year-old ass makes
Right,
more
right,
money
right.
than her.
Right. No, yeah. And I never take it personally, but there's this like sense of entitlement in everybody who's a shopper or everybody who's a consumer. They think, oh, like, people go to the drive-thru and be like, is this fresh? Like, are you serious? You really think everything is
Respectfully,
fresh?
I want
in the
fresh fries. I want
fast
fresh
food?
fries. Okay.
Like, bro.
At this point, I'm paying $10 for a large fry. My shit better be fucking fresh.
But no, I think that's pretty much it.
So
like,
you're pretty big on respect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just respect being earned and not like just automatic, because
It's so funny because I actually think like respect should be automatic, but that's just
Really?
me.
I think respect.
Because if it was automatic, it wouldn't be a problem.
Right. If you're a human being, I'm going to treat you with respect.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even in my field of work, it doesn't matter who you are and what you're wearing, what uniform you're wearing. I treat you with respect. The
Yeah.
same respect I treat the janitor and the waitress.
well, I treat everybody with respect.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's a different level.
Well, what
of,
she's saying
like-
is I'm not going to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to
Yeah.
respect you
Exactly.
after you've already told me that you make 10 times more money.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Fucking Reese's, bitch.
So mine, I had 4 different things that came up for me. I've always been really big on authenticity throughout my entire life, even when I was in high school, when I was in middle school. Actually, middle school, I would say I wasn't as authentic to myself as I was in high school. In high school, I got to the point where I really didn't give a shit about what people thought of me. Like, I have a personality where I could be part of the popular kids. You know what I mean? Like, I had that personality. I just didn't care for the group of kids that in
We're
my
also in that
age
group, yeah.
that were in that group because a lot of them were bullies. A lot of them, they were like Jordan heads, and I got the new Jordans. I got the new jersey and all this stuff. So I didn't really care for that. And for me, being authentic was really important. So I'm always loyal to authenticity over roles.
Yeah.
I don't, like Mia said, she doesn't kiss anyone's ass. Well, she learned that from me because I don't do that. I don't do that in the workplace. I don't do that
Period.
in my family. I don't do that in my friendships. I feel like my authenticity is more important than any role that I should be playing.
Fucking stroking your ego.
Exactly. Integrity. I value integrity over being liked. If that's one thing in my job that I feel like has been really integrative in my career, is my integrity. Like I'm not gonna sit here and change my beliefs because you're the supervisor and you think that I should be changing just because I want everybody to like me. I'm not doing that. On being transparent all the time in French in all of my relationships, and I also value being kind over being nice. For me, being nice is trying to keep the peace, and at the same time overstepping your own boundaries. And I rather be kind, because for me, being kind, that comes from an authentic place. So pretty much my core values that I would never change and are just being authentic to myself, authentic to what I believe.
Yeah. I would say for me it would be authenticity, which I want to say within the last couple years really became comfortable with myself. During school I was kind of just lost, really still looking for validation, but not from anybody, just wanting it but not looking for it. I was kind of like a hermit almost. I think now I'm just comfortable being myself and knowing that nothing bad can come from me being myself. So that's one thing that I won't change for nobody, not even my children.
Clock it.
Because I feel like even like, for example, like my sense of humor is not child friendly. Guess what? This is a public podcast on YouTube that my son is going to see, that he has already seen clips, and he's like, Mom, you're wild. But I'm like, your sense of humor is wild. My sense of humor is wild. It's not for everybody. But that's one thing. I would also say, like, I've always been very curious. So my curiosity, I hope, never dies. I've been fucking looking up conspiracy theories since I was like 10 years old, which is probably not good. But literally question everything. Literally, like, is that your natural hair color? It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
Believe me, I think I know the answer. But I want to continue to question everything because I feel like that also just pushes you to grow. Respect is an automatic for me. We're all human beings, hopefully doing our best, trying to do our best. There's those people who want to stay in hell and drag you to hell, but that's the exception to the rule. Like, more than enough people are kind human beings, you know?
Yeah.
And I do agree with what you said, kindness versus niceness, because niceness is more, like you said, like keeping the peace, more like performative. Like, let me do what looks good for the optics versus what I want to do from my heart. And then lastly, I would say honesty, because honesty is, I don't know why I'm looking at the light. It's so crazy. Honesty is because I'm such a bright angel.
It's because you're a bright light yourself, so you have to look up at the light to remind you of your inner self.
I think honesty is important because you got to be true to yourself, and that also goes hand in hand with authenticity, but also just speaking your truth, because alignment comes from there.
Yeah.
And connection and vulnerability and intimacy.
Damn, you circled back to it. Was like a first circle. It was the first circle. It's like a circle, no ending, no beginning.
It's a triangle because there's 3 points.
So I'm just
You're just it's a rhombus right
Juan's
now.
not here for this episode, so
It's just a voice.
fuck his core values.
It's just his disembodied voice.
Damn.
But yeah, everything. Those are the
values
main.
is going.
I mean, I could go down a list. I used to love being resilient, but then I just don't. I don't know, because being resilient means you have to go down and then come up. Like, it's like I don't want strength to be how I define myself. I was strong, you know. Like, yes, I'm strong because I've survived a lot of things, but I don't want to. I don't know. I started to use that word for myself, and I was like, it kind of just sounds like I'm like waiting to overcome something, and it's like, no, like I don't like the word resilient anymore. Although I am very resilient, I just don't like being defined by that word.
Yeah. I don't think you have to define yourself with that word, because obviously you're a multifaceted person. But you know, with resilience, I feel like that's very distracting. Resilience is...
You're also distracting the host of our show today.
Resilience is you having the strength to overcome things. It's you being able to overcome things. And resiliency only comes from going through hard things.
Right.
You can't be resilient. There's no resilience that comes from no adversity. So it's how you face adversity in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Message.
be proud that you have resilience, though. Which I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, which is why like I know I'm a resilient person. Like I bounce back.
You just don't want to. That doesn't. You don't want your identity to be like, I always have to be fucking strong.
I'm a resilient person. Like no,
Everybody's resilient in 2026. Okay.
Tired of being a basketball and bouncing back and forth.
That ass though.
Basketballs bounce up and down, not back and forth, but continue.
Another satisfying, annoying moment.
Another satisfying mansplaining from Juan.
All right, Mia, send us off.
I know I didn't say much. And
be like, I know I talked a lot less than Juan.
I know my lip gloss was popping.
I know I didn't say much,
cool.
and I just kept reapplying my lip gloss throughout this episode. But just know,
Nope, we gotta do it again.
That I'm thriving and surviving, okay?
yeah, just know I will have more to say in the future if they invite me back on.
I think you had a lot of good things to say.
No, yeah, I guess it just wasn't very like well articulated.
Well, this is your first time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I got it. I'm a fake YouTuber. I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm not.
You've been
new to this.
practicing.
I'm true to this. Okay. Thank you for watching Souly for Laughs. I know I'm a better looking host than the one that you'll see next Sunday.
And
Monday.
a lot more hair.
Yeah. And I have a lot more hair than him. And I'm cuter than him. And I'm
taller than him.
I'm just cuter. And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching Souly for Laughs. Tune into the next episode. Smash that like button.
Like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all of our socials.
Text us.
And no, you're not getting my mom's IG. You guys are really weird out there. I see you guys in the comments. You guys creep me out. Seriously. Those feet, those thighs. Like, get out of here. When is JoJo's thighs gonna come back out? Get out.
It's summertime.
Summertime.
She's gonna be wearing that blue skirt again, and she's gonna be like this.
I feel like this now in my jeans. That thigh muscle will be back pretty soon, guys.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we done is okay.